Hello everyone, welcome back to a new part of our Digimon World 2003 livestream series. It's been a little break since I've last done one of these, but I'm back, I'm feeling better, I'm feeling ready to go into more gameplay of Digimon, my favourite game, Digimon World 2003, that is. But yeah, so I hope you're all doing well. I took a little break just to sort of get myself feeling a bit better, because I felt a bit worn out last week. But we're back with more Digimon. So this time we are going to be exploring the second half of the world. So we have to head off to the west sector to begin our story. But first things first, we're going to go recruit our last Digimon, which has a very specific requirement, and yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. So just as we're loading in here, there's technically 9 partner Digimon you can have, because, wait, 8, no, 8, that's right, 8, can't count. So you have the 3 in the Powerful Pack, you have Guilmon in the Maniac Pack, Kumamon also in the Maniac Pack, so that's 5. You've got Patamon, who is in the Maniac Pack and the Balanced Pack, and you have Kotamon, who is in the Balanced Pack only. So who's this secret last partner Digimon that we can get? Well, what we need to do is very specific for this partner Digimon to be recruitable. And because we're in Asuka City here, I can begin the first steps immediately, because we need to go to the lab. What I'm going to do here seems very strange, but it'll make sense in a moment. So I'm going to talk to the doctor. I'm going to grab my... We're going to click Switch Digimon. I'm going to put Renamon in the box. So as you can see here, we already have Guilmon and Patamon from when we spoke to the agents. But I'm actually going to put some of my partner Digimon away. Specifically, I'm going to put I'm going to keep Agumon on with me. So yeah, you can see here, they're all there. Stored away for now. So the reason why I'm doing this is in order to get this secret partner Digimon, the first thing you need to do is you need to beat the 3rd leader. So if you haven't beaten the Byakko leader yet, you can't make this agent show up. Now the second thing you need to do is have a party of Digimon, specifically under level 30 overall. So here Agumon's level 25, and we don't have any other Digimon with us that would add up to 30. It's a really stupid requirement, but it's what you need in order for this agent to show up. Because if you don't have this level requirement, the agent won't ever appear, which is really, really dumb. And this is something that the game doesn't tell you about. You basically have to look this up online, or with a guidebook. But yeah, so what we want to do as well is you have to go to the East Sector Protocol Ruins, which is where we fought Pheromon way back in the first part of this series. I think it was the first part where we did Pheromon. It was super early game. But yeah, so you have to do this in order to get this partner Digimon, and it's the only way to get this Digimon. But yeah. Now the good thing is, as with all the other Digimon partners, you need to battle a boss to get the Digimon DNA of that Digimon from the boss, and that'll then give you that Digimon as a unlockable rookie that can obviously be a partner Digimon. But the good thing is that once you've spoken to the agent, you don't need the level requirement anymore, so you can have your party back together, which is exactly what I'm going to do. But he won't show up again unless you have the under level 30 requirement in your party. So, yeah. For the first time you talk to him. After that, you're fine with whatever Digimon you want to bring. But yeah. So, this isn't plot important at all. This is completely a little side questy thing that I've decided to do right now because, well, I want to do it right now. I want to at least show off how to get all the partner Digimon, despite the fact I'm going to only be using the Digimon in our party for this for the story. I may or may not deviate at the end of the game from that, depending on where things go. But that's going to be like way later in the game, so I'll explain that in like a much later part from now. I know it seems like that part that I didn't do last week makes this series feel like it's going to go on a lot longer, but to be fair, I feel like if I'm burnt out like that, it's better for me to just take a little break away and then come back when I'm ready to do more recording, which, you know, it's a good day for me today because I need to keep an eye on all the cats. Because we've got, I'm looking after a friend's cat today. So, yeah, I need to stay in the house, just keep an eye on them. Thankfully, they're just chilling out with me in this room, so I figured it was a good time to just hop on, do some recording, make sure they're doing alright. They're settling in with the 5 other cats in this house. But yeah. Hang on. Through the maze. Alright then. So yeah, once again, just to remind you, make sure you have under level 30 overall on your team. And that's the rookie level, by the way. That doesn't include like Digimon forms. That doesn't matter. Where is he? There he is. He's up there. Yeah, so you want to go up here and talk to this guy, DRI Bob. And he will only show up if you have this level requirement. Otherwise, you won't find this guy here. I'm DRI Bob. I'll tell you a secret. Hey, have you seen Digimon? I've been looking for him forever, but I can't find him. If you find him, I'll give you something great. Alright, so we have our little quest now. We need to go find Digimon. Now, if you're in the Digimon know, you'll know immediately what rookie we're getting here. Based on Digimon. I may or may not have shown, I think I showed Digimon in one of the DNA Digivolve sequences earlier in the game, but yeah. Can leave a little mystery for a moment as to which Digimon that is, unless someone blurts out in the comments. But yeah, so this is the last rookie Digimon that you can unlock, and this will be our last side quest to get a partner Digimon, because after this, all I've got to do is return all the Digimon DNAs that I've collected to each of the agents to get their partner Digimon. Which I'll do when it's convenient. Basically, when I'm in the area, like if I'm in the west sector or I'm in the east sector, I can go and speak to the agents. But alright, so this is just sort of like a little side quest thing. What are we actually doing this part? What is the objective as I go around doing this? Well, we were told last time that the evil internet terrorist group, the AOA, have entered this server and they're wreaking havoc, causing trouble, and are trying to take over the world, basically. And so we have to find a way to stop them, which includes going to the headquarters and, you know, defeating all the big bad guys. How do we get there? Well, what we've learned is that there's another world to this one that they have entered somehow. So basically we need to find one of the agents, which we battled some in Byakko City, and find out from there how to get to this secret world. So we should be going to the west sector, but for this side quest I need to go to the east, I need to go to the south sector first. And the reason I'm doing this before going to the west sector is because I just figured while I'm in the east sector now, I might as well get this little side quest out of the way, so I don't forget about it. Also, it gives me a little time to train up. You'll see here the Digimon are getting a bit stronger now in the east sector, like we're fighting a Tortomon here, which is good for some XP at least. But yeah. So just before I go to the south sector though, I want to go back to a lab to get my other Digimon in my party, because I won't need them for this boss fight because it's a very weak boss compared to the other ones, but it always helps in case of any, you know, unpredictable situation that could happen. But basically, we're going to make our way to the bulk bridge, because that's where Pyldramon is. And yeah. Ian, stop flying. Stop it. Which one is it? No, it's Switch Digimon. So let's get Monmon and Renamon back. There we go. Ian! Get your claws off there. Stop. Look. And sit there on that little pillow. So my cat's clawing my chair. Like a cheeky little cat that he is. But alright. Now I could go underwater. Actually, I might do that rather than just trekking through. Because I think, I want to say Bulk Bridge connects to Ether Jungle. I could be entirely wrong, but let's find out. You know what? Yeah, let's see. Let's see where... do I want to do this? Yeah, why not? Something different. I don't remember all the underwater paths. I feel like there's one that goes to the Bulk Bridge. I'm just going to assume it's Ether Jungle. If not, I'll go back. We're not wasting time here either, because, you know, it's free XP. Gessamon. Ooh, okay. We're just going all out, are we? No, just keep attacking normal. Just hope for a counter crest. Feels good to finally have some stronger forms in our party now, though. Like Skull Greymon here, doing some good damage. I could be using Metal Greymon, but I figure Skull Greymon, I want to get some stronger moves learned. Let's have a look at the new move we learned, actually. Dark Matter, basically our weak little dark attack. How much does this do to Gessamon? I don't remember how weak to it. Okay, that did good. So, okay, I guess he doesn't like dark. Cool, I'll just use Dark Matter then. Like, it's going to take a little bit for Skull Greymon to stand out. Right now I'm just using him for decent power physical moves, but it's fine. 125, okay. It's fine. Can we get a counter press? Okay, I haven't had a single counter press. What's going on here? It's either Bulk Bridge or East Park. I can't remember which one this takes me to. I wish I remembered all the pathways. All the, like, underwater pathways. It's not something I commit to memory. But it's fine. Even if this is wrong, at least I get to see what this route takes me to. Oh, come on. Where are we? Central Park, okay. So Central Park, that's interesting. They just took us here. I know. Oh my god, you've gone backwards. Well, if this is taking us to Central Park, then where does this take us then? Go across from Central Park. Except, they're not. We've got simple goals in this episode to get to go looking for. Like I say, the west sector is where we actually need to go, but I want to just get this little side quest done first. But I figured I might as well do a little underwater exploring. I was hoping it would take me to Bulk Bridge, but even though it hasn't, that's fine. Who do I want to use? No. Pretty sure I had a form that was nearly enough. Yeah, Talmon. I'm going to switch in Talmon for a moment. And I'll heal up with some power charges after this. Yeah, I might have messed up my weapon, maybe? I don't know. Electro Bolt. Go on, Talmon. Nice. Yeah, Renamon just destroys these water Digimon. And of course I did. Oh, we got the Runner Sandal. Nice. Which I believe makes us a bit more likely to escape battles. It's helpful in a dangerous area, but I don't really use it much because I think I don't really run much in this game because I feel like most of the time I want to level up, get XP as much as possible. Okay, power charge. Use a bunch. Let me have a quick look at my equipment actually. Because I'm not getting any counter crests, which is very odd. I do have it equipped. Okay. Is it because of the Wolf Fang? Let me have a look. I'm going to go back to the old claw. I'll go back to the old claw for now. And we'll see. Yeah, you're fine. This should be the Yin Yang one, right? Yin Yang one, guard barrier, yeah. I do kind of wish that there was like a little map feature. Like when you're underwater. Alright. There you go, Bulk Bridge, perfect. Found my way eventually. So it was the right place to go. And luckily it takes us right to where the boss is. So this is Pyildramon here. I don't remember his elemental weaknesses, but I don't remember him being very strong. That was a good nap. It feels good to have naps. Hey Pyildramon, I have a favour to ask. Can I get Vmon DDNA from your DDNA? No way, they stab you with a needle for that. Unless I lose in a battle, you can forget it. Oh, alright, only have to win, right? Yeah, right, try if you can. Alright, so as you heard there, we are getting Vmon DDNA, which allows to have Vmon as a partner. Just while I do this fight, Vmon is a weird Digimon in this game because he's the latest Digimon you can unlock just because of the requirement to get him. You can technically get the others a bit slightly earlier if you grind up levels. You can see here, it's really not hard, Pyildramon. Vmon's not bad. Vmon has pretty decent physical attack. Pretty well all-round balanced stats. There's nothing he like is really bad in, but I don't really think there's anything he super excels in. You don't need him for any major content of the game. He's completely optional if you want to get him or not. I don't mind him. He gets quicker access to some good forms, but he's very weird to train up because you need to train up multiple forms of his to unlock his higher level ultimate and mega forms when you hit the level requirements. Yeah, I win. Okay, hand it over. Oh, alright. Here, take it. Ouch. Yeah, I got the Vmon DDNA. Thanks, Pyildramon. Yeah, I'm never doing this again. Later. Oh, I was feeling good. I'm never going to give you digital DNA. Well, you did, buddy. Okay, I'm going to switch up my Digimon around. Well, do I want to... No, we'll keep Agumon in the lead for now. I need to make my way back to Aoife Jungle and then wander back, which would be faster than going through Central Park. think it will be. Yeah, it'll be similar length, I guess. But yeah, Veemon's not bad. Like, if you want to go after him because you just like him as a Digimon, like, he's perfectly fine. Like, absolutely. Bear in mind that any partner Digimon that you get in this game will start at level 1. So you will have to just grind up his levels to catch up. But with all the strong Digimon that are around, you actually shouldn't have too bad of a job doing that. And as you go through the game, you'll fight stronger Digimon. So, if you want to train him up, certainly not bad. I think you could do far worse than Veemon. I've never really used him myself because I think most of the time I'd rather have just already... I've probably settled on a team of Digimon by this point in the game. So I don't think he's that worth going after, but I wanted to get him anyway just for completion's sake. And to show how to get him if you wanted him. Of course, if you just wanted him because you like him, that's perfectly fair. Like, I do that with Guilmon, honestly. Like, Guilmon has very specific strengths in this game that aren't always as useful in a straightforward fight, because he's very much has a lot of supportive moves. But he's like he's one of my favorite rookie Digimon in the series, so I'm like, well, of course I want to use Guilmon. But yeah, but I decided for this playthrough I wanted to use all three. Like I said, my original plan was going to be, I was going to swap Monmon for a Guilmon, but I decided last minute I didn't want to do that. Partly because of a side quest at the end of the game, which training Monmon will make slightly easier for me, but also partly because I wanted to get, I wanted to give some love to Monmon, which is one of the Digimon introduced in this game. Like, well, he's introduced in, I think, the 4th season of Digimon, but this was the game I first saw him in, because I'd never seen the 4th season. I still haven't, actually. But yeah, I thought I'd give Monmon some time to shine, because I feel like he's not as common of a Digimon as some of the others are. I've done plenty of playthroughs where I pick the Maniac pack, or I use the powerful pack and then use a Guilmon. Usually my team is something like Guilmon, Kumamon, and Agumon, or Guilmon, Agumon, and Renamon. Because they're my favourite of the rookies in this game. But yeah. And one reason why I want to use Skull Greymon here is Skull Greymon needs to get to level 99. And that sounds absurd, like, why do I need level 99? Basically, Skull Greymon is the only way that you can unlock Black War Greymon through as a evolution. But you need to have Skull Greymon at level 99 to unlock it, which is a real pain. But we will get access to some new techniques leveling up Skull Greymon, and we'll get to load them to other forms. So it's well worth doing, it's just... if you want Black War Greymon, which I do, this is the only way to get him. And the easiest Digimon to get him on is Agumon, since you get access to Greymon straight away. Is he worth it? I'll let you decide, because Dark isn't the most useful element in this game, but Black War Greymon's stats are quite high this early in the game. So I figure for having a bit of an advantage in the mid-game, I figured getting a Black War Greymon might be a good idea. Plus, you know, I really like Black War Greymon. War Greymon is one of my favourite Digimon, and Black War Greymon is everything great about War Greymon, but in a darker variant. And we won't get War Greymon until Agumon hits level 40, so I figure Black War Greymon is a nice little teaser for what's coming up. Because they share similar models and everything, like in design in this game. Black War Greymon learns a lot of powerful dark attacks, while War Greymon learns powerful fire attacks. But yeah. But as you saw there, Pyildramon, really easy boss. Very weak compared to the other boss fights that we fought. I figure I might as well go deliver the DNA, because I'm going to make my way to the west sector anyway. And while I'm in the west sector, I'll go deliver the other ones. I could show something off here, but I'm going to wait until the next time we come back to the east sector, because the thing I could show off has to do with the card battle mechanic, and I don't think my deck's quite ready enough yet, like any of my decks, to beat any of the stronger opponents. I need to go to the ruins. Where am I going? But once you have Submarimon, you have access to a secret island that's built around card battling at Divamon Lake. The problem is, the people you battle there are stronger than any of the tamers that we've battled so far in the game. So before going there, I'd recommend fighting some Cardmon, getting your decks upgraded, buying cards in the shops as you go along, and battling any card tamers that you can. That's basically why I'm going to leave it until just a little bit later in the game. I might do it next part. We'll see. We'll see how this part goes, because I could do it this part, like at the end. We'll see. But there are quite a couple things to do in this part. But I've set a specific spot that I'm having as my main goal for this part to get done, for me to say, yeah, this is where I can end it, depending on the time. Or we can go further than that if we've got plenty of time after. There's also very specific checkpoints I need to do for auctions to keep in mind. I don't have to worry right now. It'll be in a little moment with the story. But yeah. So let us get a Vmon. Come on. That's a Vmon DNA. So you found Paildramon, thanks. I'll add Vmon as your partner. Go see Piximon or Dr. Kadamatsu at the lab. Vmon should be on the list under Switch Digimon. I'm an expert on Vmon, but I'm not good as good with Paildramon, so thanks. And there you go. So we have unlocked Vmon as a partner Digimon. Like I say, I'm not going to use him, but he's perfectly fine. Like, if you want to use Vmon for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, so scary. I am curious why I haven't really been counter-attacking. I wonder if... I don't think the Pulse Guard affects counters. I'm not sure. I might just be having bad luck with the counter crest as well, to be fair. Oh well. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to... Because I need to go to the west sector, just to save time, I'm going to go to the Plug Cape and go underwater from there. Because if I go across... south sector way, it'll take forever. So I'm going to go just across to the west sector now. This was all just to get Vmon as a partner. Just a little side tour. But yeah. I could be fighting some Cardmon, but I think the west sector ones would be better to fight. Oh, hang on. Gotta check the door, I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Just had some mail at the door. Alright. Oh, we got a different Quagamon here. We got a green one. Much bulkier. It's a bit harder, but I believe it still has the wind weakness the regular Quagamon has. Oh wow, that did nothing. Yeah, I believe he has a weakness to wind, the wind element. Okay, so we've got to actually watch ourselves against this one. This will only show up once you've beaten the Game Master, I believe, which is also why Tortumon's showing up. But yeah, thank you, Multicrest. And it'd be really nice if I could get a counter crest. Okay, I'm really curious why I'm not getting any counter crests here. Let's try Dark Matter. Let's see how much Dark does to a bug. No, nothing. That's the answer. Luckily, my speed is good enough where I'm getting 2 attacks together. Come on. Can I get a counter? Just one counter, please. Alright, I wonder if the Pulse Guard is affecting my chance of counter crests. Because it's very strange that I'm just getting no counter crests. I'm pretty sure the Pulse Guard is what, I don't know, why am I not getting the counter crest? This is one thing that's a bit annoying, is certain equipment in this game can affect the counter crest from working. And I don't have the knowledge, I don't remember which ones do it exactly. Alright. I'm gonna slightly weaken my armor. I hope it's not the metal horn, because I really like that helmet. I'm gonna go to the metal. Let's just de-equip some stuff. I'm pretty sure the dark armor's not the problem. It's usually helmets or weapons. I know the old claw's fine. Is it the Pulse Guard? Let me start by taking off the metal horn and just having this. If I still don't counter, then I know if it's the Pulse Guard that's causing me trouble with counter crest. But alright. Because it's very weird that I didn't get any counters in that entire fight. Usually you'd get at least one by a few hits. But yeah. Again, I love this game to pieces, but like, there's definitely things that could be conveyed much clearer to the player. And you know what? Your favourite game of all time doesn't have to be the most flawless game of all time. Sometimes it could just be a game that you really love. And I really love this game. Like, if you want me to say what the most flawless game is, in my opinion, I'd argue Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I feel like any issues with that game just feel like they're only minor points. They don't actively annoy me, or they're just little things that like, oh, this could be better, or this could be done. This game's got like actual problems that I can go, yeah, this definitely could be fixed, and I can understand people not liking this. Whereas Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, I think, if you don't like the game, it's probably you just don't like that style of game. But yeah, like, I mean, it's obviously no game's flawless, like, because it's always going to be subjective to what you think is really good. But in what matters to me, which is control and the music and the atmosphere and just how fun the game is to pick up and play, Wind Waker does that. This game does it. So they're like what I look for when I say about what's my favourite game of all time. But this game's always been my favourite because it's just addictive. Like when I have a game where I can't put it down because I want to just keep playing it, that's a good sign that I'm enjoying myself with the game. It's not, oh, I'm bored and I'm just saying, I'll just play this because I've got nothing better to play. like, there's something there that is enjoyable. I know, like, for me, the best thing in this game, and it's a really random thing, is the music. I think the music's so catchy and so just fun and lively and memorable that I come back to this game so I can play a game and listen to the music while I'm playing it. And it always makes you feel happy. But yeah. But I'm always curious about what people's favourite game is, because I feel like your favourite game says something about what you look for in a game, or what you really enjoy. Like, I know people can look at this game and say it's really repetitive, and yeah, it definitely is. You do nothing but battles in this game. But that's kind of what I love about this game, is it's relaxing for me because it's repetitive, so I can just pick it up, play it, and I know what I'm doing. I don't have to think. But I do still have to think enough when it comes to boss fights and important moments of the game. But when I just want to relax and just play something like this, I can do it. I don't have to worry. Yeah. But that's not to say that, like, every game I love I don't have to think while I play, because Cuphead, for example, is one of my favourite games, and that's a really hard game where you have to constantly keep moving and reacting and actively think while you're playing it. But I like that game for different reasons. Well, besides the music's also superb in that game. But for me, as long as a game is addictive, that's what matters the most to me. Like, and addictive is obviously going to be subjective to what one person finds addictive to what another person finds addictive. But all I can say is this game is addictive to me. I love playing it, and I feel good whenever I do play it. Like, it feels like like, the best I can do is explain sort of what things make me enjoy playing the game for long sessions. Like, small things like the graphics. Like, I like the overworld so much because there's all these weird little features and little details that make the world feel more alive and just imaginative. Like, I like that this has weird little antennas and little sundials and markings on the floor. Like, it makes this whole game feel like one big digital world, as it should do. But yeah, that's just my little side tangent on favourite games, you know. But I would be curious to know about people's favourite game. There we go. Got the countercrest last. Like, I don't think favourite game has to just be one that visually looks amazing, or one that has the most cutting-edge technology. I mean, it can be. Those are good reasons to love a game. But everyone's different. Like, I go for a game based on... if I'm not enjoying how a game's playing, which is pretty obvious, but, like... you know, some people will say if the game doesn't look good, they won't play it. Like, I know a lot of people who don't like playing old games because they don't like how pixelated everything is. Whereas I love those games because they have this old charm to them. There's something classic and interesting about how they worked around limitations to create things. Like, this game's very pixelated and has a lot of weird things, but I love how the Digimon look. I love how animated they all are and all their little animations for attacks. There's something just fun and creative about it that, yeah, sure, the new Digimon games look great. Like, visually, they look amazing, but I can't get into them because they always seem to make the gameplay really complicated and really confusing. But this game just gives me a straight-up adventure. I can just pick it up, play, fight some Digimon, and pop it down, and I've made progress. But to be fair, I haven't tried, I think it's Time Strangers is the big one that everyone's been talking about. I think it comes to the Switch 2, later this year, which would be great because, you know, I'm always up for trying a Digimon game. I tried a different game on the Switch, a Digimon game that, it was interesting, but it was tedious, I think is the best word for it, because you had to do things like monitor. You had to keep, like, going to the bathroom, and you had to keep going to a bed to rest after using the gym for so long in that game, and I felt like it wasn't always clear. Getting the forms felt like you had to work really hard to do specific requirements to get them, and I didn't like that. I like something like this more, where getting a new form is as simple as get this Digimon to this level and have this stat high enough, and that's it. But if you don't have that, you can still use your older forms. But yeah. I'm also really hoping someday they release the Digimon card game app, because they're definitely working on it, and it was something that had a trial which I missed out on, unfortunately, last August. But I love the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, and I love the Master Duel. Is a really fun way to play it, even though I have issues with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think I love card games, and I love Yu-Gi-Oh as a card game, despite all my issues with it. And the Digimon card game has beautiful art. I really love the cards and how, like, they look like metallic little, like, key cards. I really like that design. But I can't really learn how to play it because I don't have people around me who play the card game, and I don't think there's a easy online method for it. So this new app would be great to see. When will we have true peace here? I don't know, this music seems peaceful though. This is Byakko City. We're back. I'm glad Byakko City is back. I don't want to run around the desert again. So yeah, we finally have all the stalls and the armory and everything up and running. Let's have a look. Any new things? Any improvements? I already have that, so no. Is it two-handed? Nope. No, it's just the worst version, isn't it? Yeah, not really. No, I've already got that. It loses charisma, but it's actually better defense and strength. Honestly, I'm not that fussed about charisma. Yeah, I'll get rid of my other one. Got the money to spare. Alright, anything else I can get? Not that good. No, not really. Nope. That is fun. Got a better shield at least. See, we have a Gardramon, we've got Piximon up there. Who else we got? We've got Wizardmon for items. If the AOA comes again, I'll fight too. So I'm going to train my Digimon from now on. Alright then. So we're at the Byakko Dome. Man, I almost helped them. They kidnapped good tamers, and we're going to make them train Digimon for warfare. After Asuka's Game Master went down, they just crumbled. I'm glad we got the city back without much damage. Leader is a great guy. Because of him, we were able to get the city back. You defeated Asuka's Game Master. Thank you. Because of you, our leader's plan was a success. Hey kid, look, we got Byakko City back. With Lisa's plan and my skills, this was a piece of cake. Alright, cool. There's a Divemon there I'm going to talk to in a minute. Let's just go see what the leader has to say up here. Oh, it's you. We fought and took the city back. Are you looking for a way to go into Amaterasu? I don't know, but you should go to the underground cave. We locked everyone from the AOA down there. I like that he's blocking that room forever now, so we can never fall down that pit again. Okay. So, before we do that, I want to just check. I don't believe we have any booster packs, but I want to check the, if there's any cards we can buy. No, we don't have any boosters, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. We got some interesting cards here. So first of all, we have Devimon, who is amazing. I bought some Summon Devimon cards, which are good. Normally I would, but honestly, I want to build a... Greymon's great. I want to build a green Digimon deck, though. So I'm going to grab one... I don't want to spend too much money, so I'm going to grab one Grismon for now. And pop it in my green deck. Where is it? Alright. Yeah, so I'm going to take out one of the... See, the summon Palmons are not that useful, really, are they? I don't really need them. No, I'll get rid of an Assault Power for now. And we'll go for... one Grismon. Honestly, I don't even know if I... Do I have any other good green ones? Q1's the highest one, isn't it? Gavin yeah. Really not worth the rest. That's fine, that's fine. We got a Grismon at least. Grismon is what Kumamon digivolves into, by the way? The bear. It's called Bearmon, and this one's Grizzlymon. Yeah. The AOA members are in here. They don't have Digimon, but still be careful. You won't let them get away. If anything happens, yell. Alright. Plonk. AOA is forever. Don't think you've won. We'll win in the end, I hope. Alright, we want to talk to this guy. Hmm? Who are you? You're that kid we caught last time. What do you want? Did you come here to be captured again? No way. I came here to ask how you got to this server. If you want to know, I tell you. Oh, thank you. The transportation Digimon the AOA created. We came here from Amaterasu to this server by Bulbmon. Bulbmon? Yes, a great Digimon that can move between servers. Unfortunately, it acted weird when we arrived here. Acting weird? What does that mean? Lucky Mouse erected a protective field, so our Bulbmon broke down and threw us out. That's why we quickly attacked Byaku City. Hey, wait a sec, then where's Bulbmon? I have no idea. I'm sure it's digging some more dimensional holes. And I guess I should look for Bulbmon. Hey, wait, I think I've seen Bulbmon somewhere before. Yeah, right. And that sends us back out to the dome. I don't think they say anything else that helps us. So, yeah. Alright, so what we have to do now, because the game, of course, doesn't tell us, is we gotta go to the south sector. I know that seems really random. Why am I going to the south sector? Well, Bulbmon, if you remember, was the big giant cube Digimon that we battled, the yellow one, who we fought way back in the east sector when we were traveling to the south sector, and he was basically blocking the gondola. Yeah, so we're going to have a rematch with him, basically, and he's going to help us get through to the other world. So our only clue as to where he is the south sector. Because that's where we encountered him last time. But before any of that, what I want to do first is talk to these guys. We got Kotomon DNA, we got Kotomon as a partner. Now what I need to do is, I think I need to go down one and across a few to get Kumamon. I always have a problem finding Kumamon and his partner. But they're in the... Because obviously this is Mobius Desert, and Mobius Desert is a big maze, if you don't remember. But yeah, I just came to get these, and then we'll go to the south sector. Got a Maildramon here, not bad. I believe it's down 3 from here. Across 1. And then it's down a few. I'll know though because he's in that bus area. I'm pretty sure that's where he is. Okay. Oh, it's Digimon. Okay. Let's try triple fire, see how much this does to a chicken. I think he's weak to fire. We'll see. It would make sense. That doesn't look like he's very weak to it. Okay. I'll go for a regular attack next time I see one. Unfortunately, Kokatorimons are pretty fast, so they have a very likely chance of just running away immediately, which is very annoying. But oh well. There's nothing there, no. So we'll go across again, I guess? This is why I don't like Mobius Desert, because it's very easy to get lost. Oh, nope, no one's there. No one's there. Oh, is it this guy? No, I think this guy is the Munmon. So he's from Munmon, okay. Yeah, no, it's the bus shelter one I'm looking for. So if there's not an agent at the bus shelter, then I'll just keep wandering around, I guess. Just glad I'm not bumping into Vedamon, because Vedamon are very annoying to fight. Yeah, I don't like Mobius Desert for training because the only Digimon that we can beat quickly here is Maildramon. Because Kokatorimon just do that, they run away from every fight. And the other Digimon that shows up here, what's his fit? I'm trying to remember what the Digimon is now. Is it up here? No. Who is the... I'm trying to remember who the other Digimon is now that we've... No. Oh, okay, I'm looping. I'm stuck in a loop. Yeah, the other Digimon here is Vedamon, which puts us to sleep. And I do not like fighting Vedamon. They're very annoying. But yeah, unfortunately, I want to get these delivered. And I don't believe we ever have to come back to... Mobius Desert in the Asuka server for any particular reason. I could be wrong, but I don't remember any situation that requires coming back here. Oh, great, okay. Do I have any, like... I don't even have, like, any status healing things. J5. Good Talmon. I need a good hit. I'm going to try the Electro Bolt, as long as I don't get put to sleep. Come on, Renamon, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Please, please, please. Good. Even better, we got a counter. Oh, okay, we got a critical hit counter, even better. Yay, and we can load Ice Shower. Nice. Growing up. Alright. Yeah, so that's just him again. I'm going to go across 1 and then go up. See if maybe that's it. Like, I'll be honest, I'm just sort of guessing here because I do not remember. I don't have Mobius Desert memorized very well. Basically, if we don't see someone in the bus shelter part, I just assume that it's not the right section. There's only so many squares, though, so we will find it. Anyone? No one. Okay, great. Okay. Anything up here? Okay, so he's not at the entrance to Mirage Tower. That's really important to know. Do I go down 1 then? Maybe down 2? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember him being this hard to find. I found him last time without even thinking about it, and now I can't find him. Triple attack. Boom. 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 Yeah, we're asleep. Great. Back to Renum, I guess. So, I'm going to use Angelwomon for a battle. Unless I fall asleep. Yeah. Vademon is so annoying. I hate fighting them. Fine, we'll go Armamon then. Jeez. Alright. Just attack. How did that not kill? Come on. Just don't fall asleep. You're a machine. How does a machine fall asleep? Agumon fell asleep first, so I'm gonna assume he'll wake up. So annoying. You know, I'm just gonna use a spider web, sod it. Okay, I can evade. Finally awake. Take him down, Agumon. I wish I remembered the path that... I'm looking for the Kumamon DNA agent. The problem is, Mobius Desert is a maze, and I don't remember the exact path that he's on. I just remember he's in a bus shelter section. No one there. No one there. Okay. I'm gonna go down then. Okay. Fedorino. You know, I might as well run from these, because Kokatorimon just always run away before anything else happens. I don't even get to, like, attempt to stop them from fleeing. Okay. So we're going to go down from here and just keep an eye out. He's not in any of these ones where the rotating disc things are, like the little satellites. He is in the bus shelter section specifically. Okay, so we're back here. That's the guy with Kotamon. So we're at the start of the desert, I think. If only I remembered which part of the desert path he's on. I'm gonna go down here and check that one, maybe. Yeah, I don't like Mobius Desert. It's very complicated. You know what? Let's just get it on the map. Let's have a look here. So glad someone has made a map of this online, because it is very convoluted to find them. Yuji is the one I want. Okay. I think I just go north here, actually. Like, well, yeah. Or west? Hold on. Because it says here, from the first agent, who is the one under the obelisk, the second agent is near the bench. You should be in this one then, right? Yay! There we go. We got Kumamon as a partner. So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go across. And then up, and then we're out of this stupid desert. And then I go up here. Okay. Vedamon, okay. Another matchup with this stupid Digimon. Bam. Bam. I don't like fighting you, Vedamon. See, if I can evade his attacks, I can beat him no problem on the next turn. Or if I don't fall asleep, that also works. Okay, good. That's what we need. And a counter to boot. Because now, my triple attack here should be enough to finish it off. Perfect. Okay. Skull Greymon's 28 next. Once I get Agumon to 28, I'm going to switch it up. Because right now, I'm not really after any specific form. Like, with training up my Digimon in the rookie form, I'm just trying to get them stronger. Because level 40 is when we unlock the Megas. So we have a while before then. Like, I know 28 seems like I'm close, but believe me, we've got a lot of game to go. But alright, so what I want to do now is we're going off to the south sector. But I'm going to stop off in Suzaku to heal up my Digimon. Mega Tornado, okay, interesting. Keep the attacks up. Nice. Probably, I just realized I should probably heal. Yeah, after this fight. Triple fire, go! Should be able to beat this in a normal attack, but I'm going to do triple fire, just to make sure. Etamon's weak to fire, by the way, if you need to know. Which is good, because he's always healing himself, and he's very annoying to fight. But he does have a chance of dropping a supercharge, which would be very nice for us. He did not drop a supercharge. But that's fine. We're going to use a power charge here. Alright. Alright, fully healed. Good. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Keep that triple fire going. Skull Greymon. Look. Yeah, so we've now got all the partner Digimon unlocked in the game, which is nice for us. The only time I'm going to consider using any of them is for the end game side quest, which I'm debating if I should do it for the playthrough or not, but I've got a long time before then, so depends how it goes. But yeah, just to go into it right now, basically there's an end game side quest that I've never done before, but in order to get the items for that side quest, you have to get 5 specific rookie Digimon up to level 45. Well, it's 3 specific Digimon, and then there's 2 of the items which you can get with either Patamon or Renamon for 1 item, and then the other item you can get with Vmon, Guilmon, or Agumon. But the other items that you can get require specifically Kotamon, Monmon, and Kumamon, which, if you haven't noticed yet, are the newish Digimon introduced in this game that are also in each pack. So each pack gives you a chance to try one of them out. I will say, by the way, of those 3, I'd probably say Kumamon's my favourite, the bear one, but I like Monmon. Monmon's definitely proven his worth in this playthrough. Like, and Kotamon's fine. I just don't find the design very appealing to me personally, but I definitely know Kotamon's quite popular online, apparently. But you know, that's all power to you. Something cool about Digimon is that because the designs are so, like, distinct, there's definitely fans of most of the Digimon designs out there. And it's sort of similar way to Pokemon, where I could confidently say that there is a fan of every Pokemon out there. There's probably a fan of every Digimon out there, because I feel like Digimon designs are really appealing in their own different way, but there's still a good variety of designs where people will be able to pick favorites. Like, I know for me, one of my favorite Digimon is Leomon. I just love his, like, lion. I love his personality in the show. I think he's got a cool design, and Digimon Tamers made me really love Leomon as a character, especially. But I also love Digimon like Etamon and Myotismon because of the roles in the first Digimon anime, and I think they've got really fun designs as well in different ways. But yeah, so there's definitely Digimon for everyone. Like, I love Numamon, and Numamon is just a slime creature. Like, Numamon isn't really a complicated design, but he's appealing because he's so simple. And he's just a cute little green blob with big teeth and a tongue that always sticks out. Yeah. Also, what is this? I got ambushed? Well, alright then, let's Digivolve. Like, Dolphmon here, like, it's just a dolphin, but it's a cute dolphin. I like that it's got, like, it looks like it has, like, little scratches on its body, like, it's cool. Ooh, sorry, I'm a bit tired. I think it's getting quite warm, actually. Hear it. Down you go. But yeah, so this is the next story section I'm going to. We do need to go to the south sector specifically. And for the next story trigger, you specifically need to go to Suzaku City. Which, once we've gone there, will also trigger our next auction. So, need to be ready for that as well. Which does unfortunately mean we're going to go do a little moment of story and then immediately backtrack all the way to Asuka City. Thankfully, there's a underwater section that is very close by. That'll help us with that. While I'm here, I may as well also use the gym with Garudamon here. Let's get some training. Alright, Agumon. What do I want to train him up in? Honestly, Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit in attack and a little bit in spirit. Let's go for it. Oh no! Oh, come on. Thank you. Fine, I guess we won't do attack. Let's try spirit. Because at this point in the game, we're going to start facing Digimon that are going to be doing stronger special. That are going to have high defense. So I want to be able to do a bit of both with Agumon. My goal with him being basically, I'm going to train him in attack and spirit. And try and get his bad speed up a bit more. Because he's definitely the slowest of my Digimon. But that's fine. Mon only can do one, that's fine. Just speed, I guess. Yeah. Like, Mon is just going to be our fast attacker of the team. Like, on the physical side. But he gets some useful physical techniques, as we've seen so far. As always with the gyms, you kind of want to use speed for most of the time, but I do want to get some attack up just to help us out. Alright, I'm going to go all in and do a 10 on speed, because Renamon I really could do with getting much better speed than what we currently have. Come on, can we get... Nope, of course not. I might just do speed, actually. You do want to be ready for the next section of the game, because the difficulty is going to go up a bit with the Digimon we're going to be fighting. So just be ready for that. My best advice is get your defenses up a bit, get that speed way up there, and get some more damage if you can. Oh, Renamon. It's okay. Not bad. And I'm going to do a bit of defense because I don't want to fall too far behind on physical defense on Renamon. Otherwise, everything's just going to knock us out like instantly. And that's no good. Nice. Almost 300 in defense. That's fine though, for now. Did I ever get to card battle this guy, I wonder? No. Okay. Hello there. That earthquake was scary, almost lost my mind. But isn't it weird, an earthquake in the digital world? Now this is a weird moment, because they're talking about an earthquake, but we haven't experienced an earthquake yet. Because presumably you could get to the next story trigger without triggering the earthquake, but obviously I haven't been to Suzaku yet for the earthquake. So this is an instance where I'm learning about the story thing before the story thing has happened. I think it would have been easier if they just didn't put that character there until after the earthquake. But I don't know how coding works, so maybe it just would have been awkward to do. But alright, we're going over here. And as you approach Suzaku, we will get one of those earthquakes. Tremors! Well, what's going on? Okay. That was a huge earthquake. I hate earthquakes. I thought I was going to die. Hey, what was that? An earthquake? That was a 6 or more on the Richter scale. I want to go to Suzaku Hall. You'll notice the leader's gone. Oh, you're looking for the leader? She's not here. She went somewhere after the earthquake. Somewhere? Where's that? I don't know. But I heard a weird sound from the jungle. Weird sound? Yeah, it sounded like a machine or a Digimon. A weird sound. Leader heard that and took off. I'm not sure, but maybe she headed towards the jungle. Well, I see. Well, thanks. And that is our clue. But rather than going to the jungle, what I'm going to do is... Have we got enough bit? Oh yeah, we've found a bit. We need at least 4,400 bit, I believe, for the next auction item. Because, yep, that's right, we are going for another auction. So I'm going to go to the bay here. And this will take us back to Shell Beach in the central section. Into the central sector. Because we need to go back to Asuka City for an auction. Now, unfortunately, we never get a way to quickly get back to Asuka City. The quickest way is, like, traveling in ways like this. So, unfortunately, as we get later in the game and we need to get those auction items in later areas of the game, there will be a lot of long treks back to Asuka City. Thankfully, though, most of the time, they tend to have some sort of pathway nearby to help you get back to Asuka. Like, for example, here, there's this underwater path that can take us straight to Asuka City, which cuts out all the walking back there, if we did it that way. But yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use this auction item. But I'm trying to show off all the auctions in the game, so I'm still going to go ahead and grab it anyway. But the one after this, we won't be able to get for a little moment. It'll take quite a bit of story before we get the next auction item. But even still, make sure you get this one as soon as you're told about the earthquake. It's a weird trigger, though, because you have to get the earthquake, and then you have to specifically talk to Patamon, which then opens up the checkpoint for this auction item. It's very weird. Yeah. This one costs 4,000 bit. And if you picked the balanced pack, this one will be a good item for you. Unfortunately, I went with the powerful pack, so it's not really useful for me, but it's there. Right. Now then. Back in Central Park. Let's go up. Yeah, we will be trekking back through the south sector after this. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to save once I've got this item, because I haven't saved in a little while. And, you know, you never want your game to crash or anything. I know I could save now, but I want to just do it after I get the auction item. Just so I've got that as, like, my checkpoint of this is what I've done with this save point if anything does happen. The importance of saving. But yeah. So as always, gotta go for Del Dorado for the auction place. But yeah, this is where, as well, the auction items are gonna start getting more and more expensive. So I'm trying not to spend as much bit where I can on things that I don't need. Like, I know I could buy cards to help my decks out in the shops, but they're just really expensive at the minute. I don't have good money making techniques yet. We'll get good ways later on in the game, but just not right now. Now's your chance. Finally, our main item. Ronin Blade, admired by all members. This Kotomon exclusive weapon will start at 2,700 bit. So yeah, this is Kotomon's special weapon that only Kotomon can equip. Unfortunately, I'm not using Kotomon, so this really doesn't do anything for me. But I'm going to collect them anyway, so I just have them. dear. Right. Sorry, I've just been dealing with the cat trying to climb on the computer. What you doing, Gary? Alright. Don't you dare. Okay, good, he's going. Alright, then we're going to go back to... I'm going to save my game. Right. Right, let's heal and save. The good thing as well about saving after an auction is this is the cheapest in the game. Like, I'm not sure, you've probably noticed at this point, if you've been watching every time I've gone to an inn, but the price of that inn will always stay the same. So a good strategy is to heal up when you go to an inn that's in an earlier location, because it'll be much cheaper for you with money. Like, this inn only costs 8-bit, whereas the inn in the west sector, for example, might cost like 80-bit or something like that. So sometimes it's worth doing that, but if you're obviously fighting a lot in one area, then you're probably going to want to use the inn in that area, in that sector of the world. But yeah. Ugh. There we go. So now I've got to make my way back to the south sector, because we're going to finally explore a new area. So, we spent a lot of time in the west sector and the east sector, spent a bit of time in the south sector, and we're now finally going to explore a whole new part of the south sector that we never went to before, that's just past the jungle. Technically, we could have gone there earlier in the game, and if we did, we would have got our butt kicked and just destroyed by all the powerful Digimon there. Because that's the thing, this game doesn't hide strong Digimon away very well. So because of that, you can go into an area that will just defeat you. Which is why I wanted to make sure I save now before I go there, because these are Digimon that are going to be quite strong. You don't want to mess around in this next part. So my recommendation is to come here when you're in like the story section of the game. I wouldn't go to this place beforehand, because by this point you should be in your mid-20s at least, which is around the level you want to be for this. But yeah, I also recommend have a bit of dark tolerance if you come into this part, when you go to this part of the game, because some of the enemies we're going to be fighting here do dark elemental damage specifically. So having having a Digimon or two with good dark tolerance can help out. But yeah. Ooh, triple fire. Nice, can load triple fire at long last. Alright. So we want to go now up here, up the stairs, and enter the shrine. This is the jungle shrine. Now again, we could have come here earlier in the game, but we wouldn't be able to do much to the Digimon here. We wouldn't be strong enough, and we'd be taking a lot of damage. Now we're stronger, we should be able to deal this. So in this first room here, the only Digimon you're going to find are these blue Numemon. And blue Numemon are special because they have really high physical defense. They like to run away, and their regular attack will lower your physical defense as well. I really like their color scheme, by the way. I think it's like a purpley blue. It's really nice. So triple fire there did about 200 damage, which isn't bad. I recommend coming here once you have a counter crest, because it can really help with their physical attack. Now, thankfully, they only have that one move, but as you can see here, my regular attack only did like 60 damage. So you really want to come at them with special attacks, because their Spirit and Wisdom are much lower than their defense. Unfortunately, they're quite quick and they like to run away, which is very annoying. You do, however, want to look out for them because they have a really useful accessory called the Dance Feather, which can help you evade attacks slightly easier, which can be really helpful against some really tough boss battles in this game. As sort of a little chance of... It can give you a little chance of avoiding an attack altogether. And as you've seen so far, evading is really helpful in this game. I don't know if they have any elemental weakness in particular, but I'm just going with my fire technique for now. But yeah, like, they don't seem too dangerous, but in a long drawn-out fight, them lowering your defense can really build up damage over time. The more annoying thing is that they like to run away, which is very obnoxious because this is a really good grinding spot if you have a way to knock them out quickly. Because these Numemon give superb XP compared to most other Digimon at this point in the game. So if you have a way to defeat them quickly, I recommend it, but don't be too bothered if you can't. Like I say, I'm just going to keep trying with like triple fires and see, but it's not the end of the world for me if I don't defeat these Numemon. Okay, got 3 hits, not bad, 177. Yeah, it's also interesting to me because this game has a lot of different coloured Numemon. Like, we fought the green one earlier, which is the standard Numemon. We also have this guy, which I really like the purple. And later in the game, we'll find other versions of Numemon that you can fight as well, which is pretty cool. But this is definitely one of the more memorable ones because of the item you can get. Even if it is annoying as hell to fight because of the high chance of evading your attacks that they have, combined with constantly running away. Now in the catacomb here, there are there's 3 things of note. We have the story over here, obviously. I'm just going to do a wild encounter to show this. We have good old Zambamon up there, which we're going to talk to in a moment. And we have Museumon, which, if you remember at the start of the game, was only around Jungle Grave while Zambamon was there. He hits really hard in the Dark Element with his physical attack, and he's still quite bulky. So yeah, don't underestimate Museumon here. They're very powerful. Thankfully, I've got a lot more dark tolerance than I did back then, and a much higher level. Museumon here, I think, are actually better to fight than the Numemon because they don't run away from you. I don't think they give you any special items, but they're much more manageable with a decent physical attacker who has good dark tolerance, like my Agumon has here. And their XP rate's pretty good. But yeah, that's what a defeated Museumon looks like because this is the only area where you'll fight this red one. Besides the Jungle Grave at the start of the game, which you did not want to bump into on then because they're way too strong for such an early point in the game. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to do a boss fight. This is one of the harder bosses of the game. Good old Zambamon here. You can battle him anytime, but I figure let's do it now while I'm here. I'm going to specifically use Renamon. Not because of any particular reason, just I want to see. I think Renamon has my highest damage output at the minute, and Zambamon's tough. Oh, it's you guys again. Yeah, that's right. Come on, let's fight. You're no match for me. Oh, you're afraid you're gonna lose. What? That's not true. Alright, if you want it, I'll show you. Alright, we have our rematch with Zambamon. A real battle this time, where we've got to beat him. This isn't required for the story, this is completely optional, but I want to do this. So, Zambamon here. He hits really hard. He has a very dangerous technique that can one-shot you, potentially. He has a ton of HP, a ton of attack, a ton of defense. As you saw there, even his spirit and wisdom are pretty high. My best advice, come here with a counter crest, and good luck. Oh my god, we got a crit. We might have a very fast fight here, actually. I'm going for Renamon because Electro Ball is my strongest attack. And wow, we just destroyed him. I'll take it. Amazing. Okay, so I know I bigged this fight up and that made it look like a joke. This fight is dangerous. He has a move called Hunting Knife, which has a chance to one-shot, to like instantly kill any Digimon. So if you need to, bring the accessory that can prevent that. He hits very hard. He's dangerous, but as I've shown there, Counter Crest is just that good. Yeah. Well, what? I lost. How was that? I'm pretty strong, ain't I? I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it the Counter Crest is pretty strong. Oh, alright, I'll give you this, so forgive me. What? Rusty Katana? Oh, well. I'm going to live in peace here. Please leave me alone. But what is that giant hole? I feel an evil presence from that hole. So, Zambamon here. Very important thing to note. Gave us the Rusty Katana. Now, we've already had quite a few of the rusty weapons. We've had the rusty rifle. We've had the old claw. Let's see. Actually, let's have a look. So we've got the rusty katana, the rusty glove, the rusty rifle, the old wand, and the old claw. These 5 items are very important, and you'll notice that each one is connected to a different Digimon. Those are the 5 items you need for a side quest later in the game. And if you don't have those items, you're going to have to, well, train up and get them. Right, how do I want to do this? I'm going to use Munmon for a bit, because I haven't used Munmon, and Agamon's been used for a while here. How many power charges? We've still got 20 power charges, that's good. Let's just top up Renamon, because Renamon was amazing in that battle. That was the easiest Zambamon fight I've ever had, and I will take it. I don't think he has any elemental weakness, for the record, so I just got really lucky with how much the counter crest did there. But yeah. Oh, no, you can't go past here. See, look at that. Whoa, what is that? A security hole. It's like a hole in the net. That must be the reason behind the earthquake. That voice is from the gondola. I get it. He's Bulbmon. If I go through this hole, maybe I'll find Amaterasu server. I told you, you can't go. You don't know what's going to happen. It's too dangerous. As a leader of the South Sector, I'm not going to let anyone get hurt. Oh, come on, I really have to go to the other side. You've heard about the AOA, right? Someone has to go now, or worse things are going to happen. If you put it that way... Oh, alright. But if it's too dangerous, come back, okay? Hey, Suzaku's leader, I have a question. Do you know where the emergency chamber in the North Sector is? Are you talking about the emergency matrix chamber? It's located in the basement of Kulon Pit, but you need the 4 leader badges to use it. 4 leader badges? Got it. Thanks, Suzaku leader. I should also mention, this little section here, this won't be open, but you can come here earlier if you manage to beat Zambamon, or just wander around in here. But it just seems like it's a dead end until this part of the game. But anyway, welcome to Bug Maze, another classic musical piece, and an interesting little section. So this is basically like a pathway between the two worlds, the two halves of the world. So what I want to do is just have a little wander around looking for items first before we go on with the plot. The Digimon here, we have a lot of just recolors of Digimon that we've already battled before. So we've got a special blue version of Minotaurumon here. They're bulkier, they hit harder, you know, the basic stuff. I believe they have higher defense than Spirit and Wisdom, but Counter Crest does everything. As always, the Counter Crest rules. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of strategies for this area, but I do recommend come to this area with electric or water techniques. Nice, got some bit. Because they will be very important for the boss fight here. Because if you haven't put it together yet, we're going to be fighting Bulbmon for one last final match. This isn't going to take you to the story, by the way. I'm just showing off area for context. Hey you, where did you come from? Where's the exit? I don't know where to go here. There are invisible ladders as well. This sucks. So yeah, very important tip there. There's secret invisible ladders to get you further in this place. Which confused me the first time I played this because I didn't understand where I had to go. But I'll show you where you have to go in a minute. Let's go for Big Shot. Wham! That was not much of a big shot. I'm starting to feel like Mon might not have been the best Digimon here. So that did 140 odd damage. The triple attack does 195. Yeah, so I'm better off just going for my regular attack. Nope, nearly. Alright, guess we're just beating it the normal way. Take him down, Mon. Splut. Good job, Mon. Yeah, the Minotaurumon here aren't really worth. They don't really have anything special to find. It can be a bit annoying, this place, because there's a lot of dead ends, a lot of mystery, like weird paths. But I'm just gonna show you where you actually need to go. I want to just show that trooper off. What are we on, 600? Yeah, actually, let's have a look at Renamon for a moment. Yeah, right now my goal with Renamon is I'm going to be just leveling up Taomon until I can load some of these strong techniques. So then I can start transferring those moves across. Oh, okay, never mind, we're just going to counter attack and that's going to kill. No, never mind. You blocked it. Yeah, don't get too comfortable with counter crest, because if you miss that counter crest that you saw there, you're going to need some strong techniques to rely back on. Although I missed my strong technique. Electro Bolt, go! Yeah. I don't know if it's that he's weak to thunder or if he's just got a low wisdom stat. But yeah. But I would recommend for this place some good special attackers, or at least one good special attacker. Yeah. You want to go to this spot here, which will have a ladder icon. Your best clue for what that is, just sort of wander around, see if there's... It's not really very clear, but, I mean, that's why it's invisible. Just gonna top everyone up a minute with my power charges. Gonna have to stock up soon on more power charges. Or just buy more superchargers. Okay, down this way, is it? Oh, there's an item up there. I want that item. Oh, we have a Museumon. This one's a green one. I will say though, for as much as I like the music in this place, I don't like the battle. I think the battle background is a real messy look to it. Like, I understand it's supposed to be like, you know, like a datascape, but like, I don't like it. I really don't like the way it looks. It looks really messy and awkward. Like, it's not very nice to look at visually compared to the other backgrounds in battles. And again, like, I know the point of it is to be like you're inside like digital code, but I feel like maybe they could have done it with just numbers or something. Like, I'm not very keen on like all the circuitry mess that it looks like, because like the actual place in like the 2D section when you're just like wandering around looks great. Like, I really like how it looks, but in the battle it looks like this, and I don't like how this looks like what this is. But yeah, down goes Museumon. Honestly, this Museumon I think is actually kind of easier, because he just has a generic attack and a weak dark special attack. So honestly, he's kind of easier than the other one. Okay, that's where we need to go for plot. So that's the plot path. Remember that. This should bend around to take us to the item, I'm assuming. Yes, it does. Oh my god. I just want an item. Ew, we have Kurisarimon here. I believe Kurisarimon is an insect Digimon. I believe so. I'm not completely confident on this, but let's see how much Bugbuster does. It's an insect, definitely. The problem with this Digimon is they always run away, which is very annoying, because they have a really high speed and they like to run away a lot. So, like, I never seem to kill them before they disappear. Being an insect Digimon, they're weak to wind, but good luck taking them down, because of their high health and their high speed. They're most likely just going to run away from every fight. Like, that was me using Bugbuster, which is supposed to do extra damage to insect Digimon, and it barely did anything. Alright, we're in the second Bugmaze pit. So yeah, the only Digimon that you really want to fight here are, like, Minotauromon or Museumon. You don't really want to bump into Kurisarimon because it won't do anything. And they have an annoying move called Confuse Nebula, which has a likely chance to confuse you. And as we learned with the Gekomon, confusion in this game is very annoying to deal with. But yeah. Hey, level 40, nice. We didn't get anything for it, but we got to level 40, so that's something. Okay. Just an item. Digitama Mail. Pretty weak armor, but whatever, that's fine. I feel like one of the things with this game is a lot of the armor that you unlock in like the overworld is kind of pointless, because you get them by the time you could get better armor anyway from the shops. I don't know why, I went way too far up. Minotauromon. Just gonna keep trying with Big Shot. You never know, maybe I'll do more. See? Like that. If I get a counter crest here, it'll kill. Okay, fine. I guess we want to do a normal fight. 1-1. Big Shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Ew, we got 2 hits. Maybe we'll get a crit this time? Yeah. Yeah, the thing with Big Shot, it just has a higher chance of critting. But in return, you can only get 1 hit out of it, unlike other effects that would get the multi-crest boost to attack 3 times. Alright, Minotauromon. I do quite like this colour scheme for Minotauramon. Like, the blue is very bright, but it goes well with the gold, at least. It definitely makes him pop a bit. Like, he looks very punk. But yeah. Yeah, you do want to watch out for the damage of these Digimon though. Like, they actually do hit quite hard physically in this area. Like, I've trained Munmon up and okay with defense, but you can tell just from those hits that, like, you got to watch out for these Digimon here. 42. Yeah, I figured now is my best time to just use Munmon because honestly, I'm going to be relying a lot on Agumon and in the next section of the game, with a bit of Renamon as well thrown in. Alright. I went too far up. Okay, but we're doing it. It's fine, it's fine. I'll use a live disc. So here we go, boss fight. An earthquake again. Now, despite this cutscene making him look absolutely giant here, he's exactly the same as last time we fought him. Just with higher stats. I was right, it's Bulkmon! That earthquake was caught by making holes. Just watch, I'm going to defeat it this time. Now, despite this being similar to last time, there's a few differences. Obviously, first of all, his stats are higher than when we last fought. So that's one thing to keep in mind. He still has that electric and water weakness that he had last time, and the high HP and defense. But now he's more dangerous because he has speed up, which gives him a boost to his speed stat, which gives him basically a more likely chance of attacking twice in a row. He still uses Mad Pump, which is his water technique, and his powerful physical machine attack. But it's essentially the same sort of fight as last time, just more power to him. So my strategy here is basically going to be, I'm going to use Talmon's Electro Bolt until they faint, and then I'm going to revive with Agumon and just sort of chip them down. But Electro Bolt is my best damage move I've got for this point in the game to deal with him. As you see right here, 600 damage in one hit. The problem is the higher his speed goes, the less likely I am to attack. So this fight can get out of hand quickly. Counter Crest will help us out, obviously, but he hits really hard. Like, look at that, 1,600. Ooh, but this might kill. Yeah, that high speed is going to be a problem with the Counter Crest, because he has a high chance of blocking it. Which is a shame, because that would have killed him right there and then. And now he's going to avoid all my attacks. The other problem with this fight as well is water is kind of a hard element to resist. Like, there's not enough important battles where I'd recommend training water tolerance up. Honestly, between the two of them, yeah, I actually think I want to go for Metal Greymon here, because he has a bit more water tolerance. And a bit more machine tolerance as well. What I want to do though is go to Item and use one of my mini life discs. I do have a Spiderweb which would lower his speed, but there's really no point because it's just going to boost his speed back up anyway with Speed Up. Like that. The good thing is, every Digimon can only attack 2 turns in a row, at most. So despite the threat that this is, you will beat him if you can just keep healing through and just chipping his health down whenever you can. Unfortunately for me, I don't think fire does much to him. I'll try Flame Lance though. I definitely target his special defense more. Let's see. Yeah, see, like, that's not bad. 200 damage. Ooh, that's really bad. At least Renamon can take one physical attack without getting knocked down. My problem is, Mad Pump is really strong for all my Digimon here. Oh my god. Just immediately attack. 1,600 is just devastating for us. Like, if I lose this, I'll have to go back to Zaku. That's where we last saved. Which is really annoying. I don't want to lose this. But his high speed makes this a hard fight. Like I said, like, you can't mess around with him. Really what I should have done there was heal, but yeah, I don't really have much else. I've got to just go into Armamon and hope for a physical attack while I try and hopefully heal up. Yeah, just getting that speed off is really bad for us. Life disc. But yeah. I probably should have equipped my machine ring, but oh well. If I could just get one counter crest, it would really work here. 900 damage, that is... Oh my god, we can counter Mad Pump? And he blocked it, of course he did. I'll be honest, I didn't know you could counter crest Mad Pump. That's really good to know. Unfortunately for me, all my Digimon are really weak to water, and he's got massive damage. But if I could just land Electro Ball, it would do a lot to him. Or even a counter crest will finish him off. But because his speed is so high, he has such a high chance of just avoiding this. Like that. And it's really hard to like take him down fast enough. Come on. Yeah, like he's gonna just keep doing that. I'm gonna heal up Renamon this turn with a... In the chance I could get a counter crest, I'm gonna go for a supercharge here. Unfortunately, they're always gonna get 2 attacks in. But now that I know this can be countered by counter crest, it's not over yet. Come on, Renamon, just land that one hit. Oh, yeah, they're so fast. Like, all the training in the world won't help if we just die. Alright. Melgreymon. Luckily for us, he did 2 attacks there. So, yeah. I'm kind of worried about how many life discs I'm going to go through in this fight, because I've only got 6. I've already gone through 2. What I need is a good counter crest or 2, and that'll finish him off. Like, you can see how much the thunder damage has done to him, but I can't get further until I get counter crest to land. But he's not having it because of that high defense. Yeah, Agumon's the only one who can take 2 hits from him. So Agumon's the only one who has a chance here of counter cresting. Because I have 2 attempts at it. This is insane. Like, this is how tough this fight is. Like, this is... I said about Zambamon being one of the hardest fights. This is one of the hardest fights. Like, you can counter him with your elemental weaknesses all you want. But good luck getting through this stupid speed-ups that he has. Like, I'm not joking when I say come prepared with plenty of healing items for this fight. He will absolutely annihilate you. I'm going to use a power charge here just to try and save on supercharges. I've really got to just rely on counter crest now. Like, counter crest the blast gauge or getting a good turn in with Renamon. 800, okay. Come on! Like, yeah, this is going to be a long fight, because he's going to just avoid everything I throw at him. And once again, his physical attack is just so high that, like... Yeah, come on, counter. Nope. Like, he's basically untouchable at this point, because just the amount of speed that he's got is too much for me. Oh, come on, you don't need more speed. Okay. I just need... The problem as well is, if I get just that one counter on him, Like, I'm getting a bunch of counters activating, but he's blocking them all. Yes! Finally! Alright, I'm going in. Just attack. I have 3 hits here. 1. I got 1. 43, that's so bad. No! Come on, Agumon. Counter. Finish him off with a counter. He deserves it. Yes! Oh my god, that was insane. Oh my god. Yeah. Be ready with plenty of healing items is my best advice. And bring your bulkiest Digimon to be the healer of your team. Absolute agony that fight is because of that speed. And that's why speed is the best stat in this game. Yeah, I defeated Bulbmon. Barely, but I beat him. Huh? The hole keeps on digging. Maybe it goes to Amaterasu server. Well, let's find out. Let us find out indeed. Right after this boss fight. No, I'm joking. Right after this fight. Another Museumon. You know, in comparison to that last fight, Museumon, you're a lot less scary. You are much more normal of a Digimon to be fighting. Dark Matter. Oh, lovely. Feels good to be seeing those small numbers again. But yeah, water and thunder is Bulbmon's weakness, and Counter Crest will really help you in that fight because you're gonna need it. Unless you can land multiple hits. Or find a way around the speed being boosted up. Which there's not really a lot of ways to do in this game, unfortunately. But yeah. But we did it. We finally beat Bulbmon. That's a big achievement. I wanted to do this part, at least. Great. Way to go, Armamon. Level 44. Nice. Where's that take? Okay. So that takes you back a shortcut back to the start of the maze if you need to go back, which will help when we need to do the auctions. But yeah, and we have arrived in the Forest Inn, but you'll notice everything's all dark and purple here. Welcome to the Amaterasu server, where everything is darker and more dangerous. What the? Are you the AOA? I'm not going to surrender. I'm gonna beat you guys with my Digimon. Hey, wait, I'm not the AOA. I'm Green Sea. I came from the Asuka server. Oh, you did? Sorry, I thought you were with them. I'm Kenny. But how did you get into Amaterasu? I came through the security hole that Bulbmon dug. Kenny, do you know where the Digi-Egg of Knowledge is? No, I really don't know, sorry. But even if I knew, it's impossible to look for it. This Amaterasu server is being taken over by the AOA. You don't know that unless you try. What happened to the other tamers? They captured us and forced us to raise Digimon for war. And then they turned them all into Oinkmon. Oinkmon again. Oh man. I'm not gonna let them get away with that. Well, that's what we think too. Actually, the people who didn't get caught are forming a resistance to overthrow the AOA. I want to join them, so I've been searching for them. A resistance? I want to help too, but I can't right now. I need the Digi-Egg of Knowledge to get to the real world. I see. That's too bad. Well, I'm going. Watch your back, Green Sea. Yeah, you too. Oh yeah. You'll need this to walk around the Amaterasu server. I got the Crony ID. Cool. If you have that, they think you're an AOA member. Just don't be stupid and you won't get caught. Thanks, I owe you one. Well, I'm going. Be careful, Green Sea. Yeah, let's kick their sorry butts. Let's look for the Digi-Egg of Knowledge. Well, alright then. And we have a Forest Inn. So, the thing with the Amaterasu server is all the areas are the same, like the same look, just in a darker color palette. The wild Digimon that we're going to be encountering are a lot stronger though, so you do want to watch out. Much higher level, much stronger stats. But they all have elemental weaknesses and things you can exploit to help you get through. And this is really good for training. Like, if you want good XP, the Amaterasu server is where you go for it. Because this is where the strongest Digimon will be. But before anything else, let's save our game because we had a very tough boss fight there. If you're curious about the next auction, basically what we need to do now is we're going to go fight the leader of this Amaterasu server's Seiyu City. And in Seiyu City, once we've done that, basically as soon as we beat that leader, we then unlock the next auction. So we have to make our way all the way back through to the Izuku server. But yeah. But let me introduce you to the Amaterasu server. Get used to the AOA theme, you will hear it everywhere in this server. Ew, speaking of which, we have a Digimon already. Blossomon. Pretty, as you'll see here, Blossomon can hit quite hard. But it's not the bulkiest Digimon in the world. Like, he's got a bit of defense there. But he does have a very big fire weakness. So I actually want to exploit that. Something big with this server is definitely watching out for elemental weaknesses. They'll really help you out going forward. So Blossomon here, for example, you really want to take advantage of its fire weakness. Which is why I've switched to Skull Greymon here. You'll see here, triple fire alone did like 300 damage. But yeah, you do want to be careful and make sure you've got plenty of healing items and things for this server because the Digimon here do hit hard. I used to train on Blossomon a lot when I was younger because they give good XP and they're very easy to beat with fire techniques. So, on a personal note, a good Digimon to train on there. I don't believe they drop anything special, but just a pretty easy Digimon to beat. Unfortunately, you can't talk to any of the people here because they've all turned to Oinkamon. So you might be wondering, well, what about like card battles? Can you do any of that in here? And, well, you can, but only with the troopers that are in this server. Basically, there'll be a bunch of troopers just, like, standing around where there might be, like, tamers. And they'll card battle or Digimon battle you. Oh, I thought there was an item there. That's fine. You do also have Cardmon, but they'll obviously be stronger here, so you do want to be careful about that. But yeah. Ew, we have an Abidramon. Interesting. And I believe I have Fishbuster, which will help out. Abidramon here has pretty strong physical attack. Obviously, there's solid HP and defense of all the Digimon in the server. But as a water Digimon, he's still very weak to thunder. This is another... Yeah, sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied. This is another really good Digimon to train up against, because as with most things in this server, they give good XP. And it has an exploitable weakness. So that's kind of what you want to look for in the Amaterasu server, is the Digimon that give a good XP, but also have weaknesses that are very easy to exploit like this. But yeah, you'll notice that my levels will start going up a bit more while I'm fighting in the server, because despite the danger level of these Digimon, they also do have big weaknesses. Ooh, now we just unlocked Dino Buster. That's going to be very handy going forward. Right. I'm going to keep Monmon in the lead for now. You can still battle card battle and that. Cardmon in this with the trees and the water. There will be a bit higher level ones though, so just be careful of that. Ooh, a Night Shield. I want to look at Agumon specifically. Wait, why have I got two weapons? That's weird. Okay, well, is that really better? Mini Guard does more. Alright, fair enough. Mini guard is better than... The Night Shield lowers my attack a bit. Actually, it lowers it a lot. And only 8? Nah, not worth it. It's really not worth it, is it? What about the guard barrier? Is it better than the guard barrier? Can't be equipped. Well, there you go. I could go for do ones, but I don't feel like that'd be very helpful. Can you equip? Mind you, though, you've got no, you've got the snipers. I don't want to get rid of them. Okay. That's fine though. I think it's funny that I was like, oh yeah, there's all these troopers. I haven't bumped into a single one yet. Now, something to bear in mind is there are still optional things in this. So where? Okay, I'm really confused. I thought there was tamers around here. Something to keep in mind is the, like I say, the Cardmon and the tamers and everything will be stronger here, so just be careful about that. But yeah. Flymon. We fought him before in the... In fact, we battled this exact colour Flymon against the... with the Bayako leader. And just like his Flymon, very weak to Bugbuster, so Armormon is great here. And there we go. Not too bad. 46. Nice. Nope, nobody around. It's kind of ominous that there's just nothing around there. Let's enter Qinglong City. You've got the crony ID, so you're one of us. Go ahead, relax in the city. You can see here that everyone's turned to Oinkmon. Everything's all sad and depressed here. If we turn them all into Oinkmon, it'll be easy. The AOA's got style. Alright, let's go heal up. In the Zephyr Tower. Now, thankfully, you can still use all the services, like you could in the Asuka server. Things will be more expensive, but obviously there'll be better items and things that we can get hold of. Let's have a look, actually, at the armory. Any good equipment for us here? No. Yeah, so these are the items that we could have bought in the armory back in Asuka City. Just about. Yeah, see, there's nothing really big. The metal guard's good, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. Dark Cloak gives slightly less defense, but gives more dark tolerance, which is alright, but eh. Yeah, see, there's nothing really that, like, whoa, I really need this, that I'm seeing there. So yeah, about as good as the Asuka City one. What about Wizardmon? Do these sell? Oh, good. You can start buying superchargers. Ugh. Sorry, I'll be back in just a second. Dog's barking again. Sorry again about that. My dog saw a husky across the street. I sometimes have to just check because it could be the door, so I can't really hear it from up here. Let's have a quick look. Maybe I can get something with the Digimon at least. See what he's selling. We have 8,000 bits, so we got a bit. Ooh, some good cards actually. It's so expensive. Chaos Virus is amazing. We don't have the bit for it, but this is an amazing card. I could get the Blossomon from my green deck, to be fair. Obviously, this is a really good card, fantastic card there, for just in general. But slightly cheaper, I'll get a Blossomon from my green deck. Sure. I'm going to get rid of one of the summon Palmons for it. Blossomon, yeah. Now, for right now, until I get better summon cards, I'm actually going to get rid of all the summon Palmons. I just don't think they're going to do anything for me. Summon Devimon's just going to be more useful until we get better cards that I can stick with the green ones. I don't need all those green powers, so yeah. I'll just add one green power for now, and I'll go for the brown Digimon. No. And add a Berserker energy. There you go. That feels a bit better. Ian. Get off! Ow! Your claws are very sharp. Alright. I'm going to save, and then we're going to do the leader battle. Because each of these cities will have another 4 leaders to battle that we need to fight. And once we've beat this leader, we'll have the next auction unlocked. But yeah. Ooh, I want to load as well. While I'm here, let me check about techniques. If there's any we can load right now. Does Mon have any you can load that are different? Okay, we'll load Bugbuster and Big Shot. Doesn't get Wind Buster, but honestly, I don't think Bird Digimon are very common anyway. We can now load Flame Ball. We've learnt that. We haven't been able to load that yet. Fair enough. Can't load any of them. That's fine. He's only weak anyway. Cubimon can now load Ice Shower, which is great. Can't load either of them. That's fine. Nope, that's fine. We've got some more techniques, at least, for these Digimon. Let's save the game again, and then do the leader fight. I know I could do the leader fight a dead save, but just so I know, you know, I like saving before a big battle, just to be safe. So even though it means that I'm going to save, battle, save, I think it's still worth doing that just because it means I'll keep that progress. But yeah, so the Amaterasu server is obviously like the end game stuff, like Digimon is stronger here and everything, but don't let that put you off from training, because honestly, this is where you will get really good XP yields, and as long as you have some life discs, you'll be alright. Ooh, should I buy some? Just wondering. You know what? I'm going to quickly go buy a couple life discs, since we used quite a few in that last boss fight, before I go do the boss battle, just to be safe. Let's talk to the Wizardmon here. Let's get us some life discs. I'm only going to buy like 3 or 4. Yeah, I'll buy 4. There you go, we have 7 life discs now. Alright, good and ready to go. Like I said, I know I could do more exploring, but I'm going to have plenty of time to explore this server. Once I've got further on in the story and everything, and we go on to the next section. I figure just now, I'm better off doing this. It looks like it's like a farm with all these Oinkmon. I can just feel the greatness of the AOA. What are you gonna say? Everyone who opposes us gets turned into Oinkmon. I wonder what the boss is going to do with them, though. I don't want to know. That's really dark and scary. Alright. Comrade, let me welcome you. Qinglong Chief, where is the Digi-Egg of Knowledge? I don't know that but why are you asking? You are not one of us. And if I'm not, what are you gonna do? I'll capture you like the others. Alright. First of the AOA leaders. Starting off with Deltamon, one of the coolest looking Digimon around. Big, powerful Digimon, dinosaur, weak to ice though. And we can show off here our new Dino Buster, which does extra damage to dinosaur Digimon. He's got a lot of physical defense, he hits very hard on the physical side. And he uses fire as his attribute of attack. But yeah. This is where that Dinosaur Buster is going to come in handy. I really like that it becomes like a cold background, which also is good for teaching you what element's good against what Digimon. But yeah. I've always really loved the look of Deltamon. He looks like a really menacing Digimon. But yeah, so we're getting to see some new powerful Digimon here. These guys will be in the Tirana Valley of this server, if you're curious about seeing them. It's not too bad, just wail along with some ice techniques if you can. Got Triceramon here next. Similar to Deltamon, also weak to ice. Attacks with fire style damage. Much stronger than the old Triceramons though. Also a lot bulkier. This one's much more defensive than Deltamon is. And hits way harder. I didn't realise he hit that much harder. That's fine. Let's go Talmon. Actually, is he weak to... I'm going to have to test this now. Because now I'm not confident that he is weak to ice. He might be weak to water. Let's find out. I did the wrong move. I did Electro Bolt. Alright, well, we're going to do a turn of this, and then we'll do a turn of the ice attack. 400 damage is nice, though. You do want to watch out with these leaders. They are going to start to hit very hard. Look at that, 1,000 damage. Jeez. Alright. See about Ice Shower. How much does this do to him? About 400. About the same. So yeah, he's weak to ice. But he's a lot bulkier. And he hits way harder than Deltamon. But again, that's all he's doing. He's just hitting harder. I know that's like, oh yeah, you say that, but you just lost 2 Digimon. But this is where life discs are really helpful to have. I'm actually going to go for... What am I going to go for here? No, let's bring Skullgreymon. Life disc. So far we've got a very clear theme here of just powerful dinosaur Digimon. Pretty similar to the first leader, except for he used a Minotauromon and an Apemon instead. But that prehistoric theme's still here at the minute. That will shift with the next Digimon that's coming up. As we attack, attack, attack. Oh, come on! He's so bulky! Alright, I'm alright to lose Agumon here. Down goes Triceramon. And the last Digimon that he uses is Chimeramon. Now there is slightly a dinosaur vibe here, but Chimeramon is an awkward boss Digimon to fight. He doesn't have very clear weaknesses. His regular attack has a chance of putting you to sleep, which sucks, and we always hate that when Digimon can just do that. I'm actually going to just waste a turn here, using the Spiderweb. Try and slow him down a bit. The main thing with Chimeramon to watch out for is he's more of a special attacker, using Dark Elemental damage. But he still is... It's not his damage output that's the problem, it's that he puts you to sleep that's really annoying. And he doesn't really have a very clear weakness, which I don't like. I don't like when a boss Digimon in this game is just sort of this annoying, hard-to-defeat Digimon that you have to just hit hard or counter-crest. And the problem with this guy is you can't really beat him with counter-crest. That being said, I do like Chimeramon's design. He's very cool. And he's from a really important moment in the second series of Digimon, when he was made by Ken in that series. Yeah, the problem is this stupid physical attack of his has a high chance of putting you to sleep, which I really should have prepared better for, but oh well. Sure, I'll tag out for a moment. I want to try Dino Buster. I don't think it'll do much though, because I don't think he's technically a dinosaur-style Digimon. No, I'm not going to even get it because he's going to put me to sleep, isn't he? This is actually an example where you don't want him to use the regular attack. You want him to use Dark Elemental more. He is classified as an evil Digimon, so at the very least, if you have a technique that can do a lot of damage to evil Digimon, there's that at least. Okay, let me use a power charge here. Just heal up. Because all I can do right now is just heal and hope for a blast gauge to come up, to fill up before and wake up with it. Yeah, unfortunately there's no real good strategy for this battle. Renamon's awake. Alright, let's try Ice Shower. Let's see if ice does much to him. $200 damage, not bad. Munmon walk up as well, good. Yep. My best strategy here is going to be just to build up the blast gauge with Renamon. Thankfully, Renamon's actually my best Digimon here defensively, which feels really odd to say that. Yeah, so that did 200. How much does Electro Ball do? So we'll never find out because he's going to block it. And I'm not going to block their attack, of course not. Right back to sleep. Okay. Can use the supercharge here, just to top us up a bit. Like I said, the first two Digimon of his are really not that bad, but Chimeramon is a really obnoxious boss Digimon to fight. Okay. Renamon's awake. Good. At least we didn't have many times to sleep there. I want to land Electro Ball. I need to see how much it does to him. How much does Electric do to him? Okay, so don't use Electric is what I've learned. Ice is definitely better here than the Electric is. Oh my god, and we didn't fall asleep, and we can actually counter-crest him. Thank you, Renamon. Alright, we're gonna go for Ice Shower. And possibly blocks it. No! Oh, I tried to press down and I pressed X too fast. No, well. We got a little damage there. Unfortunately, this is just going to be one of these long battles of back and forth. Although, funny enough, Renamon's actually doing really well at just surviving this fight. Like, if I stay asleep, I might just, like, life disc my Agumon up. No, I'm awake? Okay. But I do want to try and get as much damage as I can here, because otherwise this will just go on forever. Ooh, that nearly did it. Now, as much as I could finish him off here, I do want to get XP on all my Digimon, so I actually am going to life disc this turn. Funny enough, I've still not blasted. Like, I can't believe I haven't even filled up a blast gauge yet. Like, I thought surely that last fight against Bulbmon would have done it. But no. We might blast gauge here though, depending on how long it takes to wake up. Because unfortunately, if you fall asleep, you can't counter-attack. And there's also no real way, besides healing it off, that you can counter-sleep. Thankfully, I'm having really good luck with waking up in this fight with Renamon. Renamon was just designed for this. Ugh, just not hitting them. Just need one more good hit of Ice Shower and it'll finish him off. Come on, finish this fight already. Ugh. Chimeramon is refusing to die. Like, you're not winning this fight. Like, your damage just isn't high enough. You cannot win. Like, this isn't even a matter of how much damage he's doing. It's just he's blocking all my attacks. That's really annoying. I think it's because his wisdom's too high. Yeah. Ugh, that's so annoying. Like, if this comes down to blast gauge, that's ridiculous. Oh, come on. Now you crit. All those attacks, and he only just now suddenly hits a critical hit. Nah, that's ridiculous. He was not doing that. All fight, he did not once crit me. And that was definitely a critical hit, because all that time, he was barely doing anything to Renamon. Honestly, I'd actually rather Dark Elemental right now. All I need is Skull Greymon to take one hit, like that, and I just hit him with 3 good physical hits. 1, 2, 3. Get that Chimeramon out of here. Oh my god. He's so bulky. Please just block it. Nope. Can you not fall asleep at least? And just do the last attack? Nope. Oh, why are you gonna be like this? Fine. Back to Talmon. This is insane. I've won this fight and he just won't die. Renamon, please just survive this and just kill this stupid guy. Like, he's not hard, he's just annoying. Nope, now he's gonna block all my physical attacks because he's just mean like that. Like, at this point, I'm done just, like, messing around with all this. Just hit Renamon. 1 hit will win us the fight. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Oh, come on. Thank you. Just 1 hit will win. That's all I need. Oh my god, how fast is he? This might actually kill me. I might have got too greedy here. That's so dumb. Like, I've won this fight. But because of stupid... You know what? You don't deserve the XP then. Bring Armamon in. Just finish this stupid thing off already. I want the XP. That's my problem. Like, I know I could beat him right now, but I don't want to waste this XP on Renamon. No, I refuse. I will keep healing if I have to. Fine. Just survive and then go for a hit. Just survive. That's all you have to do. Good. Now hit 1 time of your triple attack. Thank you. God, that was ridiculous. I had that fight won like 5 minutes ago and he just wouldn't hit. Like, that's not hard. That's just annoying. 47. Didn't even level up. Great. Okay, so I split it up for nothing. We won the whatever. We beat the leader. And he's disappeared. Yeah, I beat Quinlong Chief. Apparently I destroyed him completely. Oh, there's something on the ground. Oh, what is this? Blue ID pass? It might come in handy, so I'll take it with me. I no sign on the Digi-Egg of knowledge. I wonder what's happening in the real world. Meanwhile, in the real world... What is going on? Shut up, I can't hear my cell phone. What should I do? Where's the police? I don't know what the AOA is planning, but I'm not going to let the AOA have their way. Alright. But there we go, we finally beat them. Everyone who's... Yeah, say the same thing, that's fine. Yeah, no lumps, no, that's fine. Right, I'm going to save here. I'm going to heal up. and then I'm gonna go, and then I have to go all the way back to Asuka City for the next auction. It's very worthwhile for us because the next auction item will really help one of our Digimon out defensively. The only issue is we've got to go all the way across to Asuka City, and then we've got to come all the way back across from Asuka City back to the Amaterasu server. So just what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Asuka City now, and we're going to do the auction. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm actually going to finish off the stream after the auction, because rather than you lot having to watch me travel all the way back through the maze, through the central server, rather than having to watch me... Oh, I didn't heal. I did not heal. I forgot to heal. Yeah, well, rather than you lot having to all watch me do all that again, like the whole journey, I'm just going to leave that until... I'll just bring us back here, so that on the next part you'll see that we've caught up. I know I could do the auction off screen, but I've been trying to do all the auctions at least on the stream, whereas this is just travel time that I don't think is really very interesting to watch. So yeah, 3,000. Oh, okay. So we need some more bit anyway, but we should get to the 4,000 that we need. I think it's 4. Let me double check the bit amount that we need. We need how much? Oh, we need 6,000 bit. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do some battles on the way back to Asuka City to get 6,000 bit. That's fine though. That's fine. We can work with that. I could have sworn there was a trooper in this place. Is he over here? Ah, there he is. Hey, who are you? You're suspicious. Let's Digimon battle. Oh, okay. I guess my charisma's high enough that we can just go straight to Digimon battle. I might have to actually lower my charisma to get to do any card battles. I mean, the other way I do it is I just get the cards from Cardmon and then go from there. I will say, it feels weird hearing the happy, wild Digimon battle music for Tamer battles, but I guess the friendly battle wouldn't make sense for the AOA. So they kind of just had to pick which theme to go for their battles. But yeah. Dolphimon's down. Monzimon. Alright, Monzimon. I think Monzimon was weak to fire, I believe. Alright, I'm going to switch over to Skullgreymon. Yeah. Let's go for Triple Fire. We blocked one, but we hit the other ones. Yeah, definitely weak to fire. That was really good damage. Funny thing is, I'm still on full health. I clicked the wrong one. No, Dark does nothing to Monzimon. This won't do much at all. Yeah, no. Lovely charm. Well, that doesn't matter at all, because I'm not even using my physical attack. I'm using my spirit and wisdom. I always like when Skullgreymon uses special attacks, he like stretches his body, like he becomes like a bit like a dog. Like the way like he like stretches his body up, right? It's very like canine energy. There you go. Just showing off the Tamer battle there. I could take off equipment to be able to like card battle, but I'm not against Tamer battles either. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, it's just you again. Go away. Can we battle Cardmon? The problem is, I don't know how strong Cardmon's going to be. 2 doesn't seem too bad. Let's see how much Big Shot does to it. Oh yeah, we're fine. Oh, we're fine. 300 damage with one Big Shot. Nice. Nice. Down goes Cardmon. And we got the Booster 6B. Yeah, Cardmon's the most reliable way to get booster packs. Like, the Tamer battles are fine and all, but you need your Charisma stat not to be too high for them, and quite honestly, like, you trying to balance the Charisma stat to fight the Tamers is not really worth doing. Like honestly, if I understand that Tamers can give you good card packs as well, but Cardmon are infinite. You can get as many as you want from Cardmon. And you get XP as well while you're fighting them. So, honestly, I think it's better to just fight Cardmon. Ooh, okay, blocked one of my Bug Busters. Yeah, the thing with Armamon here that's really nice is these Buster moves really help us out with when Digimon don't have very clear elemental weaknesses. Nearly level 50. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, like I say, we've got to go all the way back to Asuka City, and then I have to travel all the way back, but I figure I'll show now the trek back so you can understand the journey that we have to do again for the auctions whenever we have these situations. But despite how long of a journey this is, I won't show it on the way back because I don't think it's really worth showing that, and all I'll be doing is doing that and then ending the part anyway, so I thought the best way to do this is if I just make my way back to Asuka. Actually, I'm curious about Dino. Does this count as a Dino Digimon? Probably not. But I figured I'll show the journey back now. I'll show the journey to Asuka, and then I'll just get the auction item, leave the part there, and then off camera I'll make my way back to Queen Long City, because that's where we're going to go from in the next part. Rather than having to show you the journey back. And I can just quickly do the journey back off camera. Like, it won't take me ages, but it's a bit of a trek, so I figure I might as well. Alright, we can now load Bug Buster. Fish Buster, rather, that's good. Yeah, so that cuts out... Going back doesn't take as long as that, but going back to the Amaterasu server, I have to then travel again. Yeah, unfortunately I do have to go back through the Jungle Shrine and to the underwater and back to Asuka City and then through that. This is one of the longer paths to the Asuka server. Thankfully, after we beat the next leader, we'll get a way to travel that's going to make it a lot easier to go back to the Asuka server rather than having to do this all the time. Wow, that did nothing. That was Big Shot. And it did like 100 damage. Unfortunately, Numemon does not have a type weakness. He is not a water creature. So Fish Buster won't do anything to him. Oh, that wasn't bad. 300 damage there. If he runs away, he runs away. Yeah, unfortunately, my best answer is probably my Metal Greymon with Flame Lance, because that's my strongest fire technique, and or Renamon using in one of its spirit moves. Yeah. Yeah, Numamon are just obnoxious, because they'll just do this, where they show up, they block your path, and then they just run away before anything. Before you actually get anything done. The only way this will work out is if I get Counter Crest going off with high enough damage with big shots. But I've got to land a bunch of them, because like Numamon has a lot of health and a lot of defense. But what's more likely to happen is he's just going to run away. Like you see there, his damage output actually isn't that high at first, but it builds up because of lowering your defense. But it doesn't even matter because he always runs away before anything happens. Okay, I'm lucky I got 2 hits there. Come on, Mon. Take him down. Yay! We actually beat a Numamon. Finally. Wouldn't it be amazing if I got the Dance Feather? That'd be so crazy. You can see there we get a lot of bit from these guys. And pretty good XP. So they're worth fighting, it's just... I didn't even move. I inched the joystick and it just immediately made another one show up. But yeah, they're not very easy to beat right now though. So until I get a really reliable way to defeat them, they're not really worth the fight. So I gotta get lucky that I get counter crests and that I get 2 attacks in and I get multiple crits or like big damage off on them. Yeah. Oh, come on. Also, he blocked my hit with his tongue. That's just rude. Like, I don't think a crit big shot will kill here. No. Yeah, and he runs away. Yep. Alright. We are out there. I gotta go to Phoenix Bay, go underwater, back to the Shell Beach. They just really want to battle me, don't they? Come on, Apemon! I don't care, he's not gonna do anything to me. Die, die, die. Like, I could just kill Apemon now. And apparently that was enough to get Munmon up to 28. Okay. But yeah, to be fair, there were the big checkpoints I wanted to do this part. I wanted to beat Bulbmon, and I wanted to beat the first leader in the Amaterasu server, which is good progress. It means that we've already, I would say now, we're at the halfway point of the game. Obviously there's 8 leaders, and we've beaten 4 leaders at the minute. 3 Asuka ones and 1 Amaterasu leader. And although there's a lot of story elements between certain leader fights and things, we are kind of getting through the game at a decent rate now. I want to go, no, down the thing, thank you. Like, there's a lot of story to go, but I would say we're around the halfway point now, where everything's going to start to sort of come together. Like, I'm already halfway through the auctions, so that's kind of another way to tell. We've got 4 leaders left to fight in the game. And the next objective is actually going to be fighting the very next leader in the Amaterasu South sector. So yeah, like the leaders will just sort of start coming together in between all the story bits and pieces between them. But yeah. Oh, Dolphmon, you're gonna wish you didn't show up, because I have a fish buster. Fish! 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 If you're wondering why I'm not using any other form as well with Armormon, again, he kind of doesn't really get very many exciting new evolutions. And I think I'd rather just get Armamon up, even if it's to 99, just to have all his special moves loaded. Because they're really good moves for dealing with a lot of different types of enemies we're going to be fighting. Plus, Armamon's special technique is pretty cool. So, I figure why not? Shell Beach. Alright. Now, I could show off Dual Island before we finish, which is the place I was talking about with card battling, but honestly, I'd actually rather continue the story a little bit further, and then when I come back to the Asuka server, like when I come back to around Asuka City, that's when I feel like it'd be better to do the... when it'd be better for me to go to Dual Island, because by then I should have some better cards. But yeah. Also, I think I got a power charge in that battle. But yeah. Like, my levels may not have changed that much from last part to this part, but we did make big progress by beating the first Amaterasu leader, and by beating Bulbmon as well. We've basically opened up, like, the entire second half of the game. And even though it seems like, oh, well, you'll just battle leaders, there's all these, like, side bosses, like, in the secret bosses in the Amaterasu server that we can fight. Just like how the Asuka server had different boss fights for us to battle. But yeah. So let's heal at the inn. Did I make enough bit? 6,400. Is that enough? I need... Yes, actually. I needed 6,000 bit for this next auction item. Because the auction item afterwards will be another 6,000 bit. So you can tell they're starting to get very expensive with the auctions. But this one's going to be really helpful for us, so we definitely want this one. Right. Now... through the water tunnel. And you hear that music, you know there's an auction. Hello! Now this should be the new one. Yep, Sniper Goggle, the Mon exclusive cap. This headgear is Monmon's, and this will be the 3 out of 4 of Monmon's special armor equipped. Because we got the sniper cannon and the sniper shield. So with the goggles, all we need is the sniper suit, which I believe we can't get until near the end of the game. Or we can't get until later in the game anyway. But if you have all of a Digimon's exclusive equipment equipped, it gives you an extra charisma boost as well as the benefits of their armor. So I think it's quite worth going after. But yeah, let's see. Compared to the wing helmet, you can see the wind resistance we lose 10. But we gain a little bit more defense and a bunch more charisma. So yeah, still currently the best item. All we're missing is the armor, which we don't have, unfortunately, but that's fine. But yeah, so we got the sniper goggle for a Mon. And we are well on our way to getting our Digimon fully equipped. Like I say, my goal is to have all the Digimon with all of their exclusive armor by the end of the game. Because I figure that if I'm going to use... I feel like if you're going to do the auctions, you should probably use the items. And like, I'm aware there's stronger combinations of weapons and stuff you could probably do. But for a good balanced stat, for good stats overall, like a good balance of attack and defense, I feel like the Digimon exclusive equipment is well worth going after. But yeah. But with that done, how much bit? We have 400 bits, so we're going to have to earn a lot of bit back before the next leader. But that's fine, because Amaterasu will have plenty of fights for us to do to gain more bit. But yeah. That being said, though, I'm going to end things off here while I make my way back to the Amaterasu server. So, thank you very much for watching. Next time on Digimon World 2003, we will be back in Quinlong City in the Amaterasu server. And we will make our way to the south sector of Amaterasu. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you all take care. Bye.